Wow, that was a long prep time up there. We'll get started. Welcome to the 5th annual Grandparents' Day concert. Not because it's only for grandparents, but it happens to be a Hallmark holiday tomorrow. Believe it or not, is actually Grandparents' Day. I think Hallmark made that up about, so many years ago. So we thought when we wanted to do something after a summer of outstanding performances by our young people, where they actually performed for senior citizens and youth camps and so on over the summer, we thought it would be a good idea to do one big concert to kind of have everybody play for their families and for the community, just for the joy of playing. We want these guys to enjoy performing. So that music isn't just something you get for a grade or for an adjudication, but that you actually enjoy performing and sharing your gift. That's what today is all about. We have 2 Grandparents' Day concerts this year, one today and one tomorrow. They're both about 98% different. This will be a different set of kids both times. So if you want to come back tomorrow at 2 o'clock, even if your kid's not performing, you're more than welcome. It's going to be a bigger show than this one. We're going to need more seats. But we have been told by parents in the Dexter music community that our Grandparents' Day concert is their favorite event involving Dexter students of the entire year, including the band and orchestra programs in the schools, which is quite a compliment. So I hope you enjoyed today's show. My name is Gordon Dar. I'm the director of the Hudson Education Center. And again, we've been doing this for 5 years now. So we're going to get started right away with a Dexter High School freshman, a member of the marching band. And also, like all these guys here today, she's a very well-balanced student. She's an outstanding athlete, a good student. Like everybody here, they're involved in a lot of different things. So let's get started. I hope you'll welcome Nicole Tuzanowski, who will be playing Girly Girl on the clarinet. Change the program for this next event. Emma Otter was prepared to play the Bach Minuet on her cello, but it turned out that the exact same minuet was the one that Emma Streetman was playing next. So, with trying to coordinate everything, and, I was talking to Lucy about all. Oh, by the way, our student director this year, Lucy Buller. If you would stand, Lucy's helping put together the entire program. Done an outstanding job. So it didn't occur to me with all the emails and planning that, oops, we've got the same piece back to back. So Emma can also play piano, and she's played a number of piano pieces this summer in our events. So So Emma, rather than playing the cello, will now play some piano numbers for you. And would you like to announce them before you play each?
This is He's a Pirate from Pirates of the Caribbean. This is Minuet in G by Bach.
One more? Do one more. Okay.
This final one is For Elise by Beethoven.
One really cool thing about Emma and some of the others here today is that she's going into 6th grade. So we originally designed this program 5 years ago for kids going into 7th grade to get a head start on solo and ensemble music, like about a 6-month head start. But what we found out this year is that 6th graders, kids going into 6th, are really eager to do something like this. And Emma was kind of like she was the pioneer of that whole attitude change on my part. And so we found that we need to be a Creekside school, recruiting down there and getting those kids started, which is what we're going to do this year. All right, then we move on now to our first 7th grader. This is now Emma Streetman will play the Bach Minuet. Bach had 2 famous minuets in G. Emma just played one of them on piano. This is the other one. now we move on to a continuation of some 7th grade performances now. These are all these girls will be playing are all legitimate 7th grade level recommended solos for solo and ensemble. All of their peers are going to start working on this stuff in December, probably. But they've already mastered at least one piece for solo ensemble. So we're going to move on to Katie Grossman, who is one of our 2 cello players now in 7th grade. She'll be playing Theme from the Witch's Dance by Paganini. And now we've got a familiar melody. This will be our one and only wind player today. Lest you think this is only for string players. Oh, actually, no. One of our 2 wind players. Yeah, exactly. Here's the other. So here's another 7th grader. This is Olivia Najarian, who is a member of the 7th grade band at Mill Creek Middle School, a bassoon player. She's been a really hard worker. She signed up like way back for this program, and started right away back before school started. Just like the 2 cello players that we have today, both started very early, and it's made all the difference in the world. So she's playing an arrangement of In the Hall of the Mountain King by Grieg, and this also is, all the 7th grade bassoon players should know this one. She already knows it, so here we go. Our second cellist, also going to 7th grade, this is Elizabeth Mers, will be playing Gavotte by J.B. Lully. So now we're going to take a little bit of a break for some announcements. First thing I want to do is, I should have brought a program up here. Highlight a couple of things. Thanks, Scott. So again, there is another program tomorrow, 2 o'clock. If you guys want to come, you get to be just audience members, and it's going to be a good show. Tomorrow, we're also going to have a drawing for the grand prize winner of this year's little drawing. The more times that they participated in any of our events this year by playing for senior centers or whatever, they increase their chances of their name being drawn tomorrow. The winner gets ice cream, dinner, and a movie for themselves and some friends. Okay? So be the drawing that tomorrow. Don't have to be present to win, but wouldn't that be cool to be present if you want? So we're going to find out some of the many, many times that some of these guys participated this summer in just a minute. Draw your attention to the message from me at the beginning. It kind of gives you a little background on the history of the Rising Stars program. We're going to expand the Rising Stars to make it a year-round program now, 6th grade and up, and maybe other grades as well, all instruments throughout the year. So be looking for that. If you're on our mailing list or if you're on our Facebook page, you'll get those updates. Or if you know of an event that would benefit by having some of these guys come perform, let you know. Let's see, we are a tax-exempt nonprofit 501c3. Your donations to Hudson Center are now tax deductible. So if you're looking for a place to donate your funds, we would love to receive your help. And hey guys, I know. So one of the things that we hope to have happen in the long run is to be able to place professional people, expert people in the schools to help the teachers out and work directly with these guys, starting with the music programs, obviously. And if we send professionals in to do that work, we kind of like to pay them. Sort of a nice fee, a nice professional level, because they put a lot of work into becoming musical experts and professionals. So I anticipate having that sort of a thing happen. That's one long-term direction. We'd like to be able to employ some college interns, be able to pay them a nice summer salary, that kind of thing, so that we have really outstanding people working with these kids throughout the summer and throughout the year. I want to thank one of our sponsors for the Rising Stars this year. It's Brian's Service. You see some of his material in the back. You'll see his red truck going around through town. He's a high school student that has started his own business, and he now employs people that have to be 18 or over in order for him to employ them, so he hires and employs people older than he is. There is a name similarity. He is my nephew, but he is a major contributor and donor to this summer's Rising Stars program. So if you need any of these services, lawn work, snow removal, whatever, we really would love for you to give Brian a call and know that you're actually helping to employ some very outstanding local students and college students. Another one of our supporters this year was a cousin of mine, Louise Miner, and her husband Philip, who live in Salt Lake City, but she has been seeing my postings through the years on Facebook about our programs. She keeps saying, I'd really love to go to one of your programs. And so what can I do instead? And so I suggested major sponsorship, and she went for it. So we're going to send them a DVD of this year's program, and so they can at least, vicariously experience this show. Let's see, Dexter District Library, of course, the Coffee House Creamery for their donation already, and also for Carlisle's and those that will be contributing to the prize tomorrow. Also notice our upcoming events. A lot of these guys will be playing at Apple Days. I think we're scheduled for 11 o'clock a.m. at the gazebo. On December 20th, we're hoping to put together a holiday music fest. This is the Saturday night before Christmas Eve, because we feel that there's never anything going on that night, because all the parties are always done, unless there's some last-minute shopping. Everyone does their parties early in the month. Everyone gets everything done early in the month. There's never anything to do the weekend before, at least for me. So we thought, let's put together a program. It's been a really, really nice show the last couple of years. I'm going to ask some of the high school kids to help me put that together. We've been closing with a very nice, warm arrangement of a high school quartet singing "O Holy Night" to close on the program. That's become a real highlight. And then on January 2nd, I'm going to do a mock solo and ensemble preview. This is not an official school program. It's going to give these guys a chance to get evaluated by a qualified person before they do their own preview concert for solo and ensemble. Give you a little jump on that. And then on March 8th is our annual state solo ensemble showcase of kids going to state solo ensemble. All right, so now what I'd like to do is recognize the work of these guys over the summer. First of all, no one likes to probably practice their instrument over the summer. Am I right? However, I think these guys enjoy playing their instrument, performing for others, and to do that you have to practice. So in the first place, they put a lot of time into preparing. They had to meet up with me. They had to deal with my reminders and my emails throughout the summer, and it's a little bit of a sacrifice on their part. But they ended up performing at places like the Dexter Senior Center, the Chelsea Retirement Center 3 times, performing for senior citizens in some cases who are dealing with dementia issues and that sort of thing. So they're able to go in and brighten up their lives a little bit and remind them of some things, some of the wonderful things going on in their own families and their own lives. They performed at the High Point School, a lot of these guys, which is a school for severely disabled kids in the county. That was a great experience for them. So I mean, these guys are doing more than just playing music. They are doing some wonderful, wonderful community service type things, and really acts of love for people that maybe we don't do enough for. So let's just give them all a hand. And now, let's, we've got a certificate that's listed for each one of them. How many of these specific events they participated in. Realize that the more times they perform, the more of a chance they got to win the big prize tomorrow. But all right, so let's start. The first one is we have Emma Hodder, who performed 8 times. She gets 8 hours of community service if she needs it for scouts or whatever she may need. Yeah, so they can use these hours for scouts, for confirmation, for community service and leadership, whatever, or the older kids can put them on their college resume, college application, okay? Then we've got Olivia Najarian, who did 7 events at 7 hours. Right. Angela Castle, who participated in our 6th grade ensemble, had how many? 5 hours of community service. Where's Angela? Emma Streetman, who had 5 hours. Ellie Hirschner, who had 4 hours. Elizabeth Mers with 2 hours. Maeve Donovan, 2 hours. Katie Grossman with 2 hours. And Nicole Kuznowski with 1 hour. I should say, though, that in the case of Nicole, the older these guys get, and if they are active, it gets harder and harder and harder to commit to this sort of thing. So she had band camp, probably soccer camp, and so on. When you get into high school, it's more and more crazy. So well done, all you guys. You put a lot of smiles on a lot of faces this summer. All right, so let's move on to the closing part of our show. And we're going to move on to... yes. So now Lucy Buller, so come on up, Lucy. As I said, she was our student director this year. She's the first person to hold this position for the Rising Stars program. So she started back in probably May, meeting with me very regularly, scheduling things. She received emails from her. And she's also stepped in as needed to provide some extra music when we needed a little extra boost or some extra performances, and she's been willing to do that. She is satisfying her CAS requirement, which is Community
Action Service.
Okay.
IB thing.
Which is a requirement of International Baccalaureate students. All right, and so it's a rigorous program where they have to take part in some specific community service. She's satisfied that it's already out of the way. She's done with it now, right? She can start her senior year and not have to worry about that. So appreciate all of her work, and she's developed, I believe, some skills in business and management and time management. And the thing I like best about her is if any of you guys who know me very well know that I tend to be a little bit kind of, oh, let's do this now. Oh, let's do this, And so Lucy is a very highly organized person, and I really enjoy having a student working with me that will tell me when I'm getting off track or when I'm doing something that's not really that great of an idea. And I appreciated that from Lucy this summer. So she's going to perform a piece called, it's a Jeep, which is a kind of a fiddle dance piece type of number by Vera Chini. And she is a senior in the Dexter High School Chamber Orchestra. marks. All right, so now we've got something special. This is, we call this the Dragon Hunter Ensemble. This is built up around 6th graders. This is a piece that they're going to be playing in the 6th grade curriculum this year. What, probably the spring concert? Anyway, sometime the whole 6th grade band is going to learn Dragon Hunter. And this was Emma's idea. Pardon me? Okay, come on up. Let's get the ensemble up here. And so, but since it's something that they all learn, we invited the older kids to come play one more time. Dragon Hunter with the 6th grade kids. So our 6th graders here today, raise your bow when I say her name. We've got Angela Castle, a 6th grade violinist. We've got Ellie Hirschner, a 6th grade violist. And then here's Emma, who you've heard from already. So these guys are going to show up. Miss Campbell's going to hand out Dragon Hunter, and they're like, they already know this. Right? And so they're joined by some of the older guys and myself on piano to play the 6th grade classic, Dragon Hunter. So here we go. You guys need to tune, right? Who's going to start it off? Take it, Lucy. throw some surprises in, and also to feature our alumni that have continued on in music. And we're going to do both of those right now. And so I want to introduce to you a Dexter High School graduate from the class of 2014, Ms. Carrie Hart, who is a, Carrie was a flute player in the Dexter bands for about 7 years, and then her senior year, discovered that she had maybe a more pronounced gift, which you're about to see. She's a voice major at Wayne State University. Just started off, and last weekend it was my privilege to be her accompanist in her recital. All right, and so I wanted her to sing for us today, and asked her to sing one of my favorites from her program, a song called Mon Nacht by Robert Schumann. Okay, so I welcome Carrie Hart. I'd love to hear her sing Ave Maria. Here we go.
Oh
song, the melody, Ave Maria. How many of you guys have heard another version of Ave Maria song this summer? By, well, if you come tomorrow, you'll see what I'm talking about. So, that'll be tomorrow's surprise. Well, I'm going to finish now. This summer, I wanted to commemorate the 75th anniversary of possibly my favorite movie of my whole life, The Wizard of Oz, which came out 75 years ago this year. And so I knew we had some great vocalists and some great instrumentalists, and it'd be fun to do Over the Rainbow as our closing piece this summer. So now Maeve is going to sing. She's a Dexter High School freshman. She's a tuba player, sousaphone player in the marching band, and then a tuba player in the concert band. She's also got experience on stage with Young People's Theater and with the Encore Theater. And you may, if you recognize her and you've been to Encore shows, that's probably why. So, Maeve is a Dexter High School freshman, and she'll be singing Over the Rainbow. She's going to be assisted by Lucy, who's going to play a little bit of it on the violin. And this will conclude our show. I want to thank you guys for coming. Hope you enjoyed the show. I really enjoyed working with these guys over the summer. And please stick around for some refreshments. And I want the students to stay here if they can for a few minutes. Keep your instruments out. We're going to take our pictures before we settle into the snacks. I'm sorry, Meg. Sorry about that. Can we start from the beginning again? Sorry about that. My bad. All right. I think we're good now. Okay, from the top. do, let's have, you four step up to, and step up on the platform, come behind them. Carrie, let's put you on the end here. Sandy, everyone squeeze together. And move the stand out of the way. Yeah, Angela, you too. You're up here. Okay. I need Emma to step, you guys are going to have to step closer to get between two people. So Emma's going to be right here, you're going to be right there, right there. And Angela's going to be right there. There you go. Okay, here we go. We will have some boys.